I'm so sorry for your loss. What happened?
Not much. I'm just a tifosi.
And you're mourning the loss of hope?
My hopes and dreams. Yes.
That's
The dreams of world champion. The dreams of. Oh, I can't. I can't.
So sorry.
Because they gave us hope. And then they take it away.
Who did?
Ferrari.
Specifically Charles
Ferrari.
gave you hope. Anyway.
If you're on audio only, I'm fully dressed in black, mourning the loss of Charles Leclerc.
Well, no, not.
Oh my god, he didn't actually die. He just lost the race from pole position.
Yeah. Yeah.
Must clarify. No, I'm mostly mourning the. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The chance of getting a win this season.
Yeah, that's really it.
Because we realized that like one of the McLarens is going to win for the rest of the season, and
Yeah.
it's like, does it really matter other than the race at the front?
There was a moment of hope. A Charles Leclerc podium. Y'all should have heard me screaming. I was so excited. On Saturday morning, no one expected it. They didn't expect it. And then this is what Ferrari does. And I know I'm a veteran fan, so I know this is not new, but it's like they give you this little glimmer. They give you like a little piece and you're like, "Ah, this is why I'm a fan. We are so back." And then just heartbreak.
Yeah.
Gets ripped from you.
Yeah.
I was talking
I don't know. I feel like I should be sadder than you being a Red Bull fan.
Okay, well,
I like the fall off
arguably,
for Red Bull,
yeah.
was greater than the fall off for Ferrari. But in typical Tifosi fashion, being very dramatic.
Oh, of course.
So
as one does.
I'm still sweating from beating Omar in pickleball.
I
wanted that for the.
Oh, okay. Just for the record.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you want to talk about the race?
Where to begin? Quali was really exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Because it's like a Monaco. They say it's Monaco without the walls.
Right.
So that makes it really, important.
Right.
And it's such a short track.
Mm-hmm.
They do 70 laps, of course, across this track because the length is just so small that the time difference between everybody is so small.
Right.
So it's so qualifying is always so close.
Right.
And that makes it exciting. But
I know it was so sad to hear Hamilton basically saying like I'm useless, and then the difference between him and Charles. 0.3 seconds.
Right. Between
first and 12th. Yeah.
That's
insane.
the difference.
Insane.
That's how much it takes.
To be like, well, I'm useless, but you're literally like less than a second off from that's where we are.
That's how well dialed in all the cars on the grid are.
Yeah.
Just and how thin the margins are across the whole grid. But
there was a second there. I thought we were gonna get an Alonso top 3 for quali.
Yeah.
Which they were close.
Yeah. What do you get, 5th?
I think so.
So
something around there.
Good race from them.
Yeah, good race for Aston Martin. Alonso got 5th.
Yeah. And I did try to temper your expectations for the race because what?
I make up. I've been crying, obviously. I'm mourning.
I have not made you cry.
No. Again, this is my own choice.
Yeah. But the split strategies on the Ferrari, or on the McLaren, is always going to be the Ferrari. So, like, I know you're, like, disappointed, but hate to break it to you, y'all were never winning that.
But the thing is it was looking so good for so long.
Yeah.
Like, especially him still being ahead out of turn 1, and then Russell splitting the McLarens. It was like, okay, we've got something here.
Mm-hmm.
Until... I don't even know. It confounds me because it's not like Piastri was on he was still doing a 2-stop the same way Leclerc was.
But they'll just split strategies.
Yeah.
And one of the strategies is going to be the better strategy. if they split.
Yeah.
And then so Leclerc's screwed either way. But it is what it is. So I don't
It
think you should be
sucks.
as disappointed. Yeah, it should have been a podium.
Well, it just feels like this was kind of our best chance to get a win
Yeah.
this year, and now it's gone, and now we probably won't get a win this year.
No, Monza. Monza's coming up, and then that's gonna be.
Well, I've lost hope, so.
No, you should not.
I
That's
know.
ridiculous.
I was joking that as a therapist, I should offer Ferrari grief counseling.
Yeah. To fellow tifosis.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because it was exciting until it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But he was ahead for like 30 laps or so.
Yeah.
And then it's the thing that is making me mad, and this is something you said during the race too, was like, in this day and age, every race is a one stop.
Well, yeah, I think we ranted about this last time.
Did
about
we?
how the tires and just how boring they are.
Like, have we gotten too technologically advanced?
Right, the tires are too reliable and too consistent.
Why does he always go quiet when I put the mic to him?
Anyway, well, we should talk something other than Ferrari because they're
I
irrelevant.
know. I mean, it was a fun.
I'm being mean. They're not irrelevant, but they kind of are.
Oh, did you say that? I didn't. I was not agreeing with
why
that.
Are we
for the
wasting this
record,
much time talking about an irrelevant team.
That's so rude. They are still, if I'm not mistaken, second in constructors.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken. No, I'm not mistaken. They're just, holy cow. Do you want to know the gap in constructors?
Go ahead.
McLaren's
like
got
double.
559 and Ferrari has 260.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what I mean. It doesn't matter.
I know.
But we can talk about our Lando and Oscar stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it sucks because we did predict Lando to win. So, like, do you have to, I mean, you did, really. You want to explain that?
Oh, I predicted it last week, right?
Yeah. I don't know if that got cut out.
Because I said, maybe it did. Because Oscar's good at Spa, Lando's good at Budapest.
Hungary. Yeah, Budapest. Yeah.
And so they were always going to, in my mind, alternate win first and second at this race.
Mm-hmm.
In that race. So
well, and then I had forgotten to mention that this is the race last year where Oscar Piastri won his first F1 race, but then it was so messy just because would you argue they accidentally undercut him?
Yeah, I forget exactly.
I mean, I don't know if it was an accident, but they just pit Lando first.
And Lando's reluctance to give the position back on merit was what made it like a thing.
Yeah.
And that it was
which, like, kind of fair. Like, it was the team that messed up.
He was in a championship fight.
Right.
Which he was.
Yeah.
At that point in the season,
True. Yeah, you were surprised they made him give that position back because, I mean, not that it ended up making the big difference in the end, but still.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, but that was like a disappointing win for Piastri last year. Just so odd. So it was like arguably Lando should have won last year. So
yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay.
But it was I mean, I don't know. It wasn't like exciting, but there were some people.
The ending was very exciting.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. That is true.
It was like super weird how Oscar was making a ton of mistakes, and they weren't really pointing them out the way they were pointing out Lando's mistakes at Spa.
Yeah.
So it just felt kind of, I don't know, weird because it fits into the narrative that one makes more mistakes than the other.
Right.
And, for the most part, that's true. But I think Oscar wasn't properly called out for his
so like the opposite mistakes. Of British bias now.
Yeah, I think they swung in that was a narrative this past week, is that
they swung in the opposite direction.
No, it was that there was British bias. So maybe
really?
They did
like overcompensating.
Yeah.
Potentially. But I mean, and I've been on the train of like Piastri's the Iceman. Piastri, doesn't make mistakes, and he
today he had 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah.
Where I think he should have got past Lando.
Yeah.
With DRS,
fresher tires. Yeah.
2 or 3 laps to make it work, and he didn't make it work.
Right. And to be fair, he had a whole other pit stop factored into that time.
Well, yeah, but like 3 laps to make it happen, and it didn't happen.
Got close, and it was exciting. I really thought they were going to take each other out on that one. where
take each other out. Oscar taking Lando
yeah,
out.
Oscar locked up pretty bad, and whew, that would have been. I would have liked that because then Leclerc might have had a better chance. Not really, not at the end.
Russell victory.
Yeah, which is that weird that like that's what
which has happened before. Which happened last season, in which they crashed and then George Russell just inherited the win.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely was exciting at the end, and there were some people in the mix. I mean, not that we really saw them, but that usually aren't like up there, like Alonso and Bortoleto.
Yeah.
Fifth and
let's
sixth.
just get into booms and busts.
Lawson even finished 8th.
Yes.
Crazy. That's crazy. Max 9th.
Yeah.
What happened there?
We don't want to talk about it.
Really? We don't?
As long as we ignore the issue, like, it won't exist.
Oh, Lord. Ugh.
So you got boom?
Boom for me was Fernando Alonso.
Okay, in 5th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that right?
No, yes. What do you mean? Why are you asking me?
I don't know, because
make your own opinions.
I know. Well, has the Aston Martin really been that bad this season? I don't know. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to them, so I guess probably. Yeah. I don't know. I just haven't seen Nando up there in a really long time, so to see him even in the mix fighting, was nice.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go with Gabriel Bortoleto.
Okay.
Which, what was it? 7th?
6th. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Gabby.
Yeah, like crazy good.
Yeah.
We know he's fast. He's won Formula 2.
Yeah.
Like he's arguably the best rookie on the grid, and I think he's kind of proving it. It took him a few races to get comfortable, and I read a story about how he asked the team if he could fly overnight to the team simulator to go practice, and then fly back. Like they had a 1-week turnaround between the race, and he said, "Do I have time to like go back to the campus and train a little bit before I go to the race?" And then he came back.
This race?
No. This was earlier in the season when he was like struggling to find his footing. And I said, okay, like this kid's
he means
in
business.
it to win it. Yeah. Right. He's not. And I think he might be rookie of the year. Easily. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the thing.
Maybe we'll give rookie of the year at the end of the.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Award ceremony. We should do something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing he was able to do with that freaking Sauber.
Which we can't really say
crazy.
That with the Hülkenberg podium now.
Well, fair, but like
it seems like the kick has good race pace, but not.
I don't know. Yeah, can we talk about
qualifying?
Can we talk about that? How is the Sauber even up there?
Maybe it just manages its tires well. They seem to do well in the race.
Yeah,
and then if they figure out qualifying, then they're high enough to compete. But normally, if they found themselves up in qualifying 8th or 6th, they would just fall back like slowly, but they seem to just keep the pace.
Is it the car or is it the drivers?
Both. I think that's that could be one of the strongest driver lineups. That's a hot take.
Honestly,
they could be one of the strongest driver lineups out there.
Yeah. Honestly, I think you've got something there.
But, it's
well, I mean, obviously Lando and Oscar,
but yeah.
That
can't even judge
doesn't
them
even
fairly,
count, right?
Their car is just so good.
Yeah. But the fact that Bortoleto was able to put that car in 6th, and Nico Hülkenberg, also a very skilled driver, was in 13th.
Yeah.
So that is really impressive. But Gabby did do well in quali.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, where was he in quali? Let's see, qualifying. He qualified in 7th. He beat Lance Stroll. Yeah. So like if they get it, and then Hülkenberg was in 19th. Okay, so actually 13th for Hülkenberg.
Right, that's
pretty
what I mean.
good.
They seem to move their they seem to move their way like through the pack.
Really what's going on there?
And so
I'd like to know like technically like what's happening. Like
maybe they just manage their tires well.
Yeah.
I don't know the technical aspects of it.
Downforce.
Yeah.
That's a word that's used.
Yes.
Well, and this was a track that had high downforce, so I wonder if I'd be curious if the track that Nico won at was one that not won. He didn't win. Well, yeah, he won.
He did. He did. He won our hearts.
Was one where there was high downforce, and if that's where the car really shines.
Well, booms and busts.
Because usually it's like high downforce or it's like horsepower.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Anyway.
Busts. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
Yeah, you go.
I'm not gonna choose Ferrari. I'm gonna choose Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
Fairly.
Yeah, that is true.
Honestly, just objectively, I think Red Bull did worse than Ferrari.
Can you tell me what happened to Max? What's going on?
I couldn't handle the car today. I don't know. It was just nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, that is
heard of.
That is quite the bust. Yuki in 17th, Max in 9th.
Right.
That means collectively Sauber did better than Red Bull Racing today.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Did you ever imagine that at the beginning of the season that would be a sentence coming out of our mouths?
Maybe.
No, we really didn't think the Saubers were going to be good. They were like bottom of the barrel. We thought the Alpines would be better than them, and that's proven to very much not be true.
Yeah. All right, who's yours?
Yeah, it's got to be Ferrari.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's Charles's fault. He was on the team radio a lot talking about how they didn't listen to him, and they never do. And then they always get screwed because of it.
Yeah, that was the longest radio message I've ever seen. Did you see his rant?
Well, and it was so hard to try to parse through because he was talking in code. He was like, that thing you guys did before, it's not feeling right, like the thing is weird, and then afterwards, they were theorizing that it had something to do with the strategy, either the 1 versus 2 stop, and then whatever the setup was at the car. So it's Ferrari, the Ferrari team. What part of Ferrari is in charge of that? The engineers? With the setup?
The Ferrari team.
The Ferrari team.
Yeah.
For letting down my boy and not listening to him over
and over
again.
Had a great race. It's not only on, Charles.
Did he make a mistake?
No, I don't know if he particularly made a mistake, but
I don't think he did. His mistake was being a member of the Ferrari team. So, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. So I apologize. My bias is very much showing.
Yeah, but no, it's fine.
It was. But the thing is even though the race was like kind of exciting, it was exciting at the end. It was very exciting. But it's like still no contact, still no crashes, still
not even like a puncture.
No.
Just a technical issue from Oliver
Behrman. I don't know. It's odd.
How reliable these cars are. Yeah. And that's going to change so much in 2026.
Right. Do you think that's why they were like, we really got to shake things up because things are getting too...
No, they just do it every now and then to change pace.
Okay.
And to innovate and to constantly change and evolve the sport. But when you're in the last year of our regulations, they know the car the most. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, get cat hair all over. Okay, summer break.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while then until the next race. The next one is Amsterdam, I believe, the Dutch Dutch GP.
Yeah. And no really silly season either.
No, now that Max is like kind of locked in.
Yeah, everybody else is kind of settled in, and I think the biggest silly season is gonna be 26. When we see how good the cars are. And
right. Oh my gosh.
And we know the pecking order, and then everybody's going to want to go to the teams that got it right, and they're going to be fleeing the teams who get it wrong.
And a lot of their contracts do end
because they know that.
Right.
Because they want that they want that flexibility to go to the team that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be... next year is going to be chaos. We only have to do half a season of this McLaren dominance left, and then we're done.
Yeah.
That's all we have.
Oh, yeah, next season's going to be a doozy.
And then we're going into the summer break, a 9-point title fight. So
that's that crazy. Is exciting. Insane. That is still not clear.
A toss-up, and I think it's going to come down to the last race. So
that'll be so exciting.
That would be intense.
That could be very legendary, I will say. But I was going to say too, just like it seems like the more and more like the pressure is on the more and more Piastri is starting to like crack a little bit under the pressure.
As did Lando last year.
Right. So, you know, I have been very much team like Piastri because he's like so calm, cool, and collected. And the past few races, he has proven that that's not actually the case.
No, he won Spa. What do you mean?
I know, but I'm saying calm, cool, and collected. Do you remember the one race where he was fuming?
He's getting a little emotional.
Yeah.
For him.
Right. But it's again that thing about how people are talking about Lando versus Oscar.
Do you think just getting to him a little bit?
No, I'm just saying the bias is that, oh, Lando's so emotional, Lando's making so many mistakes. When, like you mentioned today, I don't think that's necessarily true. It's just like they're shedding more light on Lando's emotions and his mistakes.
Right.
And I think Oscar probably just has just about the same. Yeah. He maybe is a little bit better at keeping some of it private, but like,
yeah,
Lando has more of a personality.
They're both human.
Yeah. Right. Which, speaking of silly season, we do have some questions from the fans today, and by fans I mean my mom. But it does have to kind of do with silly season. Which, you know, now that Max is locked in, that's what everybody was waiting for, right? Because if Max had gotten a Mercedes, then George Russell would be the tossed up in the air,
and then it would have been
and I don't even know whose contracts are up. I don't think many. I don't know. But anyway, so also along the silly season, of course, we have team principals are part of that as well. So it was announced today that Vasseur signed a long-term contract with Ferrari. Fred Vasseur.
Oh yeah,
the team principal of Ferrari. My mom is asking, is he the problem?
Yeah, I mean,
or do they need new race engineers? What's going wrong?
I think Fred's a great team principal. I don't know. It's tough to criticize him because I'm not there, like, in the paddock, seeing the decisions he's making. I'm not a part of the team.
Right.
I'm so, and you too, we're so far removed from like, the decisions he's making that are good or bad.
But like, are the decisions that are ruining the races, are they team principal decisions or are they engineering decisions?
Well, the buck stops with him, right?
Fair.
He hires the strategists. He hires the principals. So when something goes wrong, he's the one to blame.
Fair.
Right? So like, you can blame the strategist, but he hired the strategist and he approved the strategy. So,
right. That's true. You know, that is true.
I think Fred's great if you want to continue to be second place.
Really? So who do you think needs to be in that? I mean, it doesn't matter because he's locked in now for a long-term contract. But
it's tough. I think after 2026, we'll see.
Yeah.
Because so many of the principals are probably operating like behind the scenes, developing 26, talking with their engineers. I think that's why Williams is going to be good because their team principal is an engineer.
Yeah.
Toto Wolff is going to throw money in the facilities at it. So is Aston Martin.
Yeah.
So, do you think Fred's the issue? Or the
well,
solution?
I mean, now that you put it that way, because I do put a lot of the blame on the engineers and like the strategists. Everybody knows Ferrari strategy is like well known to be not great.
They fixed the pit stops though.
Yeah.
Pit stops are solid.
Yeah, no, the pit stops have been great actually, which is thank goodness.
Right.
We could have one thing going for us.
And you got to give Fred credit for that. You know,
fair. They've really cleaned that up.
He came in and cleaned up.
Right. But you're right. If the buck does stop with him, and it's like, okay, so is he the one that kind of was like, no, we're going to overrule Charles today in the race, and we're going to set it up the way the engineers do, or were the engineers the ones really pushing for it? And we can't know that, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, he's the one that does make that final decision. Like, you could say, like, no, let's listen to Charles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I am curious about that relationship between the two of them, because you don't really see them have much of a relationship.
Yeah.
That I don't know, that it's like, Charles has been there the longest out of everybody, like the main people on that team. You know what I mean? So it's like, you would think he should have some like veteran say in that car when he's the only one this season who's been able to do anything with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that might be the biggest knock on Fred is the seemingly refusal to listen to Charles during the race.
Right.
About strategy.
It's like, when are we going to actually trust the person who's behind the wheel and who has been at that team the longest, knows the car better than probably literally anybody else at that team? aside from maybe the lead engineer or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting fired up now. Is it
Mhm.
Vasseurs' fault?
I
It
don't
kind
know.
of has to be. I mean, you can't parse through if he was like, yeah, or if the engineers were like really insistent. But
Mhm.
we've got Stu going, so I got to stall, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So that is really hard to say. How are you feeling about your new team principal over there, Mr. Red Bull?
Well, not great.
Yeah.
Can you hear me stirring the stew?
Little Stu ASMR.
I mean, not great, right? Like
It seemed good the first race.
He won the sprint race, but
Yeah.
then he didn't do well in the race. So it's too small of a sample size, and he hasn't been able to have like an impact on decision making, or so everything is going to be. It's not going to be his people in there. It's not going to be his decisions that were made. I'm going to be shocked if they keep him for 2026, or whether they get someone maybe a little more high profile.
Yeah. Which also has me wondering about Cadillac.
Yeah.
Who you were saying that you feel like what you have is pretty locked in, theory wise. Who you think is going to be going? Yeah.
Checo, and we saw it on Instagram. Otmar posted a photo. He said,
"If you don't know Otmar, he's the previous
Alpine and Aston Martin.
Yes,
So
he was like a cutie pie.
Yeah, he's
like a dad on Instagram. He just like posts funny selfies. He's a very funny
follow on Instagram.
I would recommend.
And he posted like doing some business in Detroit.
Do y'all know what's in Detroit?
Yeah,
it's the
GM
it's the Cadillac like team headquarters.
Well, it's the GM owns Cadillac, and their headquarters are in Detroit.
Oh wait, no, their headquarters is in Indianapolis, isn't it?
Right, but the ownership group,
right,
the people who would be hiring the principal, are going to be in Detroit. So that
he knew what he was doing with that post.
I think it's going to be the total meme team of just because Bottas is a meme at this point. Checo is kind of a meme. I know he's a good driver at times.
Yeah.
But Otmar,
at times he is a good driver.
Right.
There was also some talks of Gunther.
Yeah. Gunther would also be another meme.
Because I saw, oh no, what was it? I don't know. It was something in the paddock, and like people were, oh no, they were like thinking, I don't know what it was, but oh no, maybe it was I don't remember. Never mind, I can't remember. But it was somebody who he was like ignoring other people, and then he like shook Gunther's hand, or they like smiled at each other or something. Kim posted about it. Nice. Kim Illman, not Kim Antonelli. Yeah. My thing about the Bottas and Checo pairing is they're both too old. They're gonna want some like young buck.
I'd be shocked if they don't go with an IndyCar driver either, an American IndyCar driver.
Right, with Cadillac being American.
So, yeah.
They usually do love that. Investors love it, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah. It's an American team.
I think Bottas and Checo are just like, it might be nice though for like when you're restarting somebody who has a very wide view of like what cars look like, has a lot of experience, but I just feel like usually teams are prioritizing younger people so that they have like a longer stint.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see. Again, that silly season.
Yeah.
Next year is gonna go crazy.
So we got 3 weeks off?
Yeah, 3 weeks off. Do you want to hear about what this podcast is supposed to be about, which is fantasy?
Fantasy, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let's see. All right. Do you want to know who's still leading this season? I can't believe that footage got cut from last week. I had the big realization of, look at my story, from 0 to hero, literally from 14 to where I am now, 14 points within the first 2 races, and now I'm not dominating, but I am winning. So
yeah, good job.
I'll take that. Okay. So for this week, it's still me.
You won?
Yeah. I won for the week too.
Oh my gosh.
Charles and Oscar.
Yeah.
And McLaren.
Yeah. And
Bortoletto. And Alonso.
Yeah. Wild. What'd you get? Let me guess. 219.
No, more than that.
Really? 254.
258.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Bortoletto got 24 points, Alonso 17, McLaren got 100. Charles and Oscar and Sauber did well too, so I'm not too mad at that. And in second place is our number one fan, my mother.
Nice.
Who was only like, I can't do math, like 8 points behind me.
The question and the second place.
I know. She had Lando.
Very nice.
2-time. Kimi, Bortoletto, McLaren, Sauber. See, the reason why this has become a little bit less focused on the fantasy is because there's not really much to do in fantasy anymore at this point. You just put the McLarens in there and then you win.
Strategy, right?
So it's a little bit less exciting than I was hoping this season would be as far as fantasy goes. Glad everybody's still participating. Again, winner of the season will get a hat from the Las Vegas GP. It's looking like I'll be keeping that right now, but we'll see.
Count me out.
You got
I need to get rid of Max.
You got 7th this week out of 10.
Yeah, because I had Max and 2-time on Max.
So you're gonna have to abandon your boy, I think.
Right.
If you want a hat. You are in 6th overall for the season. You could make a comeback. It's not unheard of. Look at me.
I know.
Look at me.
Halfway through the season.
Yeah, is it this officially like halfway through?
I think so, yeah.
So, and then in 3rd, look at the Otterness family. It's my sister.
Nice.
I don't know. I saw a few YouTube videos. She had Piastri signs. Hajar Alonso Hulkenberg. Alonso helped people a lot this week.
Yeah.
Which, if you had anybody aside from Max, I think you could have been like really up top with us.
Of course.
Yeah, Bortoletto got you 24. Ooh, Haas got you -9 though.
The Bearman.
Yeah.
DNF.
So that's how it's going. And again, like, yeah, that's why the coverage on the fantasy has been a little bit less than expected, because that was supposed to be, the whole deal.
We know the strategy.
But it's like, all you have to do is put one of the McLarens in there and have the McLaren team.
And choose the driver.
And choose one of the drivers.
And then fill your team with
whoever else you can.
And then you just get lucky.
George Russell would be a good pick, but you probably won't be able to afford him if you have McLaren.
Yeah. So
Charles has been proving to be pretty helpful because he's usually in 4th.
Yeah.
Usually. So good value. There's a little Ferrari Lego that we have not built yet behind me. Maybe we'll do that in the summer break, but I anticipate we'll film something between now and the next race because it's going to be so long. Maybe we'll do another F101 or maybe silly. Maybe there will be some silliness
that we can talk about.
Who knows? We didn't expect the whole Christian Horner thing, which we don't have to talk about, but
not much to talk
that's about it.
Awesome.
Well, that was the Hungarian GP.
Yeah, smooth is fast is smooth.
No. It's slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Slow is smooth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you go slow, it's smooth, and if you go smooth, then it's fast. So slow is fast, basically.
Don't get it.
Slow equals fast, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I still don't get that.
I know. I think that's the quote. Maybe I made that up. I don't know. Should I confirm before we can? No, it's good. I like it. I'll fact check.
Slow, smooth.
And I haven't been doing the track recaps on here. I'm gonna just start doing them on the Instagram. So there's a plug for the Instagram.
Yeah.
Go ahead and follow. I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it. Not really. It's very easy. I love Canva. Anyway, final thoughts?
Stew.
Yeah, beef stew, and
I'm hungry.
I'll just go cry some more.
No.
Box.